Teresa, Brandy.
If you find she's over talking you and you need to be louder, you could turn your levels up.
Oh, on this side? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
I,
1 and 2.
okay, yeah.
Slowly adjust the markers at the top so they're 6 and 5 right now. That's
Usually my voice carries pretty good, so yeah. It's usually not an issue.
you are live right now.
All right, we are going to welcome you here to the 2025 Saskatchewan Powerlifting Association Provincial Championships. We are here in Moose Jaw at the Convention Center. We are just about to get underway. My name is Mark Magnuson, and my partner will introduce herself.
Hi, good morning. My name is Emmanuel Archambault.
And we are going to start with bench, classic bench only, for our first flight of the morning. We're just about to get started. We're waiting for a couple of things to happen in the back here. For those of you that don't know, we have different events and different flights. We will be here for 2 days. Our first flight will be classic bench only. Then we will move into 3-lift classic lifting, which is the squat, the bench, and the deadlift. So we are just about to get underway.
And it's a double press, right?
We have, for early in the morning, I think we have a decent crowd. It's a little early for a Saturday morning for some people.
Okay.
But the lifters are going to be starting,
Okay, perfect.
and I'm waiting for that first call for the first lifter.
Three, two, one. Please load the bar to 55 kilos for Dusty.
Our first competitor this morning is Dusty Deer, and he's competing as an M4, 93 kg athlete.
Dusty has competed a number of times. He's well known here in the province, and is competing in classic bench, and I believe that's with the intent of going to nationals next spring.
Bar is
as
loaded
well.
for Dusty. Let's get us started, Dusty.
And the bar is loaded. We're kicking off our provincial championships this morning with Dusty Deer.
That looked like a nice
Good
easy
lift for
opening
Dusty.
for
3 white lights for him. He'll be happy with that.
65
Very
kilos
easy opener for
Teresa,
Dusty.
our second lifter.
Our next lifter is Teresa Dimitrico. Am I saying that right? I hope so. She'll get mad at me if I get it wrong. She will be our second lifter. She'll be
Bar
attempting
is loaded
65
for
kilos.
Teresa. Let's go, Teresa. Let's see an easy opener on the board.
Teresa's first attempt at 65. She is an M2 athlete in the 84 plus category.
And another good opener.
Good lift for
Next
Teresa. For her opener, she'll be happy with that.
On this bar, please, for Brandy.
Next up, we have Brandy. She is also an 84 plus athlete, but she is going to be competing in the open category.
I did notice that this weekend there are a few individuals that have decided to compete in the open category despite being masters lifters. I think that's always interesting. It's always something that as a masters lifter I would like to do. I'm a little too old for that now, but some of these M1s and M2s certainly are competitive at that level.
Definitely.
for Brandy. So far, we are 3 good lifts as we start the morning.
95 kilos on this bar.
So if you're new to
For Tori, this
powerlifting,
bar is climbing fast.
For the bench press, there are 3 commands. It's the only lift that has 3 commands.
Tori hails from
So
Outlook.
to start the lift, the ref has to say start. Then
Moving
when
the
the
trundle.
bar is motionless on the chest,
Bar is loaded for Tori.
the ref will then say press, and when the arms are straight and locked out, the ref will then say rack, and that is the completion of the lift.
And the reason Emmanuel and I both know that so well is we both took our exams yesterday for refereeing.
That's right, we did. So Tori's up here. She has 95 kilos on the bar, which is a big bench at 209.4 pounds. That was a nice smooth press for her.
Looked like a
Nice,
pretty easy
solid
lift at
first
95
opener
kilos,
for her.
Tori. All right, we're going to go up another 10. 105 on the bar, please, for Wayne Cormier. Wayne's a long time lifter in Saskatchewan.
Next is
Coming
Wayne.
from Swift
Wayne has been
Current.
competing for a long time, but he hasn't competed recently for a while. So this will be his first time, I think, in a couple of years since he's competed. But
Bar
prior to that,
loaded
he
for
competed
Wayne.
very frequently.
Bar is loaded. Wayne's an M3, competing in the 120 class.
120 or 105?
120.
Oh, I see. Yep. My mistake. My bad eyesight without my glasses. I'm reading the wrong line.
He's 120, opening at 105.
And 2 to 1.
2 to 1. There is a red from the head judge. We're not sure what that yellow was for. Potentially for heaving. It did seem like it sank a little bit.
Yes, potentially.
But still a good lift for Wayne on his opener. That's something that when you watch the bench press, there are obviously different ways to approach the bench press. Some people like to touch the chest. Some people like to, it's called heaving, where you let it sink into your chest and then explode out of the bench press. The problem with that is that it has to be one motion. It cannot be a sink and then another sink to bring the bar up. It
That's
has to
right.
be one motion.
It has to be one motion, and it can't be a sinking motion that will assist you in the lift after
Exactly.
it's motionless on the chest. Now we have Dan up here with his opener at 120 kilos. He is an M2 and competes in the 105 kg class. Looks like a nice
And the
opener.
verdict is 3 white lights for Dan. Nice work. All
Yep,
right,
good lift for
you
Dan.
guys, let's keep it going. 125 kilos on the bar. We're going to 2 reds for Rob.
The bar is being loaded for Rob. Rob's going to open at 125 kgs. So that's 275.6 pounds. He's an M3 athlete. So M3 would mean
Remember,
60
lifters, you have
plus.
1 minute
60
from
to
the lights
69.
to get bar
That's
is
a good
loaded.
opener for an M3.
Bar is loaded for Rob. 1 minute from the lights to get your next attempt to us. Dan, you have 22 seconds to get your next attempt in.
Look next to me.
Oh,
2
again,
to 1, it's a good lift.
2 to 1, a good lift, but the center ref, again, I think for heaving a little bit.
All right, 100.
I believe that he's catching that up and down motion as they're raising the bar.
I see the head ref chatting there, and it looks like his heel lifted.
Oh, okay, so that was the issue. All right.
Bar is loaded for Dean.
Lots of things to think about as the head ref.
Absolutely. So many things to look at, to catch.
We have Dean up. Dean is veteran competitor of many bench press competitions.
Definitely, yeah. So he's opening at 127.5 kgs. Very smooth.
Yep.
And we have
I
three
believe
more
he's an
riders. Let's keep the
93 or
scoreboard
105.
rolling like this. Look at all that green up there.
Pardon me. M2.
140
Yep.
kilos on the bar for Jalen.
Jalen Nelson. Jalen's competing in the open category as a 66.
Bar is loaded for Jalen. He'd like us all to know he loves Montana's.
Actually, I was training earlier this week up in Saskatoon, and Jalen was training next to me on Wednesday in the Rise Strength Lab. So I was watching his last bench day before he came down to Moose Jaw.
So lifters have the option if they want to get a handoff from one of the spotters loaders, or they can do a self lift off.
You'll notice
2 to 1.
good
lift.
lift for Jalen, 2 to 1. Again,
You
a
see
yellow
the
for
referees,
the one
calling
side ref.
red.
I did
for a
notice
bunch
when
of different
Jalen lifts, he
reasons.
does a really good job of
Variety things.
exploding out of
This
his
one
legs.
I think it
Uses
meant
his legs
butts.
well.
Sometimes it might meant they missed the command. Sometimes it might meant their heel lifted. There's a variety of things in the different domains. 147.5 kilos on the bar for Mike. Bar is loaded for Mike.
Bars loaded for Mike. He's opening at 147.5 kgs. Mike's an open athlete, 83 kg category.
Mike is wearing his belt, which you are allowed to do when you bench press. The one thing you cannot do is the bar cannot touch the belt on the way down.
Looked like a strong opener. Referees give
Yep.
him 3 white lights.
A good lift for Mike.
162.5
So
kilos
far,
for
all of our
Paul.
lifters have
Paul's going to be our second
successfully
last
attempted
lifter
their
before
openers.
we jump to the top
We
of
are
the
coming
plate
to the
and
end of the
second
first round.
attempt.
You want to have that
Paul
solid
comes all the way
opener.
from Prince Albert.
Pick the right weight that is a smooth lift
Like
for
to
you,
thank
but also
Dean
keeps
and
it
Danny
competitive.
and the Bridge
Yeah, there's
City
lots of
team.
discussion about openers, especially when you're in a high-level meet, whether it's
Bar is
provincials or
loaded.
regionals or nationals. And I think the
Keep it rolling,
general
Paul.
thinking is pick something you could probably do for 2 or 3 reps, to be honest. You
Right.
can always move up from there if it goes successfully.
Two to one, it's a good lift. 172.5
So I saw the center
kilos
ref
on the bar, please, for
gave him the red, and that was
Raymond.
for heaving. So the center ref motioned to the coach that
Raymond's been
that was heaving on his
around
part,
for
but still a good
several
lift, 2 to
years
1.
now. Nice seeing him back on the platform.
I believe Raymond is our last lifter of this round.
Bars loaded for Raymond.
Raymond has also done a number of meets recently, and is opening at a very big 172.5 kilos, 380 pounds.
Raymond's an open athlete. He competes in the 120 plus category.
Oh yeah,
That was so easy.
that was
And
really
we
easy.
have another good lift.
beautiful
All right,
Yeah,
you guys.
that
everyone
moved
is on
really
the
well.
board. That is bloody incredible.
He's already
All right,
feeling
we're
good
gonna
about
go
that. It
top
looks like it might be a good day for him on bench.
Smile.
for
Yeah.
Dusty Deer.
We're back up to the top of the order, the second attempts.
This is Dusty's second attempt here. I think he is the only M4, which would be 70 plus, 70 years of
Lifters.
age plus.
Heads up, if you would like to go for a national record, you must inform us at the table so that we can put the necessary referees in the chairs. If you are going for a national record, you have to let us know before your attempt so that we can put the referees in the chairs. Don't forget, bars loaded for Dusty.
Very easy for him.
That looked
Good
nice and
second
easy,
attempt.
Dusty. Good work. All right, we're going up to 67.5 kilos for Teresa. Looks like Teresa is competing twice this weekend. She's off to a good start.
I talked to Teresa earlier this weekend, another person I wound up lifting with up in Saskatoon while I was here the previous
Bars
week.
loaded for Teresa.
She's planning on doing the classic bench and the 3 lift so that she can go to nationals and do both. So that's her goal.
Excellent.
I would say that looked better than your
Good
own.
lift, good
35.
second attempt.
Very
80
nice.
kilos on the bar piece for Brandy.
Lights.
After Brandy, we go to Tori, then Wayne.
Brandy is up next, and she took a 5-kilo jump to 80 kgs for her second attempt.
When you have a flight like this where it's bench press only, the flight tends to move very quickly. There's less loading for the loaders and spotters, which is nice. But it also, just the nature of it, that a bench is typically going to take less time
Loaded
than a
for
squat or a
Brandy.
deadlift. So this flight will go by very quick. We're almost halfway through the flight.
Seemed like a nice lift to me.
Yep.
And there we have it, another good lift. I love this sea of green, you guys. 102.5 kilos on the bar piece for Tori. After Tori, we'll see Wayne, then Dan.
Big jump for Tori.
You're right. It is true that typically for female lifters, the jumps are a little smaller, 2.55 kgs. This is a 7.5 increase.
Bars loaded for Tori. Let's see an easy second out there, Tori.
This is 226 pounds.
Let's see what the refs say.
2 to
2-1, good
Bit of a
lift.
fight, but she got it.
Good lift.
It's a blue.
115.
I'm going to
for
say that
Wayne.
blue was for a downward motion, most likely. I'm not sure from our angle if we could see it, but certainly the head ref saw a slight downward motion.
So there's no problem if you pause and
Right.
kind of get stuck in the lift. But if there's any sort of downward
Loaded
motion,
for Wayne.
that does qualify for a bad lift. But
Yes.
the 2 side refs didn't see that, and so 2-1, it's a good lift.
And that was our view as well from the side. And so from our viewpoint, it did look like a good lift. Wayne has jumped up to 115 kilos.
Looked strong. What do the referees say?
Yep.
We have 3 white lights.
Strong
Wayne.
lift.
Good lift for Wayne.
125, please, for Dan. After Dan, we'll see Dean, then Rob.
For those of you that are maybe a little newer to powerlifting, you can adjust the rack height to your arm length. So
Bar is loaded
the
for
lifter
Dan.
requests a certain
Go,
rack
Dan.
height for
Easy
their,
second.
for their bench. So it looks like Dan, he likes it a little bit higher.
She's got the long arms.
Long arms. Or the narrow grip. One
Or the
or
narrow
other.
grip, one or the other. And actually, let's talk a little bit about grip. grip will vary depending on whether you're a tricep dominant lifter or a chest dominant lifter. The
That's
wider the grip, probably the more chest dominant you are.
That's right. And you can see here that
That looked good.
Dan's range of motion is
Referee
very
agreed.
long.
Body's holding out so
A
far,
long
Dan.
distance between the top of the lift to his chest.
135 on
That
the
was
bar,
a
please, for
good
Dean.
lift for Dan.
Dean is up with 135. I believe that's a 10-kilo jump for him.
Bar is loaded for Dean. Dean came all the way from Lumsden. And we have a good lift. Dean
So
Sporting
far,
at SCE Team
I don't want to
Canada's big
jinx this,
lift,
but so far
showing
we
us
have
that
not
he
had
has
a bad
competed
lift.
That's
internationally.
right, we haven't.
This is great.
142.5
We're almost
kilos, please, for
close to
Rob.
the end of the second round.
And that lift looked really easy for
Yeah.
Dean, so there's room for more. Rob is up next here.
Bar is loaded for Rob.
Not quite there.
Stay with the bar.
Okay.
Stay with the bar. You need to help the lifters, or you have to help the spotters put the bar back in the rack, please. It's dangerous for the spotters.
So you can see there the lifter, once he failed the lift, wasn't able to complete the lift,
42.5
he
kilos.
let go
Where
of the
was that,
bar,
Rob?
and that can be quite dangerous for both the
That was
lifter
Rob. All right,
and for the spotters.
147.5,
So it's
please,
important
for
that
Jalen.
the lifter stays with the bar the entire time and assists
All right,
spotters
147.5,
loaders
please,
to get
for
it back
Jalen.
onto the rack.
Yeah, the point of the spotters is to assist the lifter if they fail, not to completely take the bar themselves.
That's right.
Yeah. Especially when we get to some of the heavier lifters, that's just not going to be possible.
Bar is loaded for Jalen.
Jalen's going up to 147.5. He, again, is an open lifter in the 66 kg category.
Jalen is a member of Bridge City Barbell in Saskatoon. They have a number of lifters here this weekend. We have a number of clubs here this weekend.
We do.
That's pretty smooth for a second
Yeah,
attempt.
that's
It
very
looked
nice.
good. Referees agree.
Good lift.
3 white lights. All right, we're back on the white light good lift
Got some
screen.
good energy
155 kilos
with
on
his
the bar, please,
coach.
for Mike. Before we go to Paul, and then Raymond finishing up
So you
second
mentioned
attempt.
the club. So it's easy to become a club if you want to register yourself with the SPA. So that's something to consider. There's different awards that can
Loaded
be
for
won
Mike.
when you register as an official club. It's a nominal fee.
And I believe there are, I know there are clubs in Regina and Saskatoon, but I believe there are clubs in Moose Jaw
Yes.
and North Battleford.
Weyburn.
Weyburn, absolutely. And there used to be one in Meadow Lake. I'm not sure if that one's still a member.
I don't think so currently, but
Okay.
there is one in Yorkton.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mike is attempting 155. That looked good to me.
It looked easy from here. Referee
Very
gave
nice.
him 3 white lights. Nice work. 173 kilos on the bar for Paul. I'm assuming this is a provincial record.
So we have Paul coming up here.
173 is on the bar. So it has to be some kind of a record, or for. We
You
can't
have
load
to go up
173.
in 2.5 kg increments.
Provincial
The
record.
exception
Provincial
to that
record
is if you're
attempt.
going for a
First
record.
call on this
So
one.
we
This
are
is
at Provincials, and this
powerlifting,
would
not
be
golf. We
a
can
provincial
cheer for
record
him.
attempt. So
As soon as we're not in an
173.
increment of 2.5,
You can
we know
see
it's
that
a
it
record
isn't an
attempt.
increment
At
of
provincials, you
2.5.
can set provincial
It's an even
record.
number, and as soon as you see that, you can
Bar is
assume that
loaded
it's
for
a
Paul.
record of
Let's
some
see it,
sort.
Paul. Come on.
So this is
Provincial
likely
record.
a half kilo over the current provincial record.
I'm guessing the same thing.
His first moved really well, so we'll see how this goes.
It's just over a 10 kg jump.
A little bit of trouble off the chest, but a good lift.
Good lift.
Yep, once he got it going.
All right.
Our first provincial
Last
record of the
lift
day.
There you go.
In the round, 180 kilos for Raymond.
Raymond will be attempting 180, which is just shy of 400 pounds. And based on how his first moved, I don't think he's going to have much problem with this.
Sometimes these numbers blow my mind where, you know, this individual can bench 180 and I can't
Bar
squat
is
that
loaded
much.
for Raymond. Let's see it, Raymond.
As
Easy
an
second out there,
older
buddy.
lifter, it's frustrating to watch anybody benching more than I squat or deadlift. That's frustrating.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that moved really quick
Holy
again.
smokes, Raymond.
That was so fast.
He is on point today.
Oh, he is.
Yep,
Yeah,
he's
that's-
having a
That
good
looks
day
like a
today.
last warm-up. All right, 67.5
that looked like an opener, honestly.
It
kilos on the
did.
bar, please, for
It
Dusty,
did.
starting off
Again,
our
he's
third
getting a
attempt.
lot of leg drive, which is a really good thing at that kind of weight. You have to get all of those technical aspects of your lift correct once you get to the heavier weights.
Okay, it looks like we're back up to Dusty. There we go.
Oh, technology. It's great until it doesn't work.
I'm just waiting for the
Let's see.
the screen to refresh.
We just need to make sure that the lights record on the correct lifter here.
Right, so with technology, which is awesome, we love it. But with the technology, sometimes,
It's right
especially
over
with the
here.
referees, with their lighting system, sometimes
All right,
that
bar
can
is loaded for Dusty.
not work. We have a technical expert here, so it was
Let's go,
resolved quickly.
Dusty. Easy third attempt out there, buddy.
Okay, Dusty's coming out for his third attempt, which means we're back up to the top of the queue of the flight. And Dusty is attempting 67.5. That went well.
And what do we say?
Our head referee's lighting is not currently working. There we go.
There we go.
A good lift for
we
Dusty.
have a good lift for
So 3 for 3 on the day for Dusty.
All right, that's 3 for 3, Dusty. Good work. 70 kilos on the bar, please, for Teresa. Teresa's got 2 lifts right now. She's going for a good third. Set her up for the 3-lift competition. Bar is loaded for Teresa.
All right, Chase is coming out for her third attempt.
She took another 2.5 kg jump. She's attempting 70.
just a bit too
Not
much.
quite there
Not there
today. That's
today.
all right. Maybe you'll get it on your 3 lift. 90 kilos on the bar for Brandy. After Brandy, we see Tori, then Wayne.
I think as I was watching her lift, because I watched her lift earlier this week in the gym, I think that was more technical than it was strength. She seemed to get out of the groove coming off the chest, and then she just lost control of the bar a little bit.
I saw the same thing, a little bit of a downward motion too, right at the beginning of the lift.
And I wonder if mentally, I know what's happened to me a couple of times where if I start
Bar is
and if
loaded
I
for
feel like I
Brandy.
failed in my mind, I start to shut down, and then the bar quits on you
Let's go,
altogether.
Brandy.
Yeah, we really can't minimize the mental aspect of the lift as well, not just the physical. Brandy went up 10 kilos.
Oh wow!
That's a big jump. I'm not sure there. I saw
That was a lot of effort out there,
Yeah.
Brandy.
Yeah.
Just
It was
a
an
bit
up and
of
down
on
motion
the
there.
bar,
Yeah.
but man, that was a good fight. All right, we're going to go to 105 on the bar, please, for Tori. Lifters in classic bench only. Do not go anywhere. Get yourself changed
Tori
and ready to
is
come
taking a
out to
5
the
kilo
platform.
jump.
We're going to give you like
Tori's
2
taking a
minutes before we
2.5
want you
kilo
all
jump.
out here for medals.
which I think is a good call because her last attempt,
105 for Tori, bars
It was a bit
loaded.
of a struggle. It wasn't a huge struggle, but
I think there was a bit of a sticking point.
Yep.
But I think this is probably a good call for her. It's a big lift, 105 at 231.5 pounds. Not quite there today.
Good fight, not quite there today. 122.5 kilos.
It's-
Please for
Tried to fight
Wayne's
for it.
third
it's
attempt.
amazing how you watch lifters,
You'll
and this
see
is bench,
lifters,
since we're watching
first
bench press,
attempt
but
look
the
really
first will
easy.
go up,
Second
an easy
attempt
opener like
look
most
they
people
will
will
worsen a
typically
little
pick.
bit, except for
The
Randy.
second will go up,
Third attempt, this is all
and
out. People are off
it's
to go
really
for
hard
the
to
yellow
determine
count.
whether the third will be successful or not based on the second. Sometimes it's obvious. Other times the second goes up very cleanly, and they'll add 2.5, 5 kilos, and nothing happens.
That's right.
Yeah. And so it really
Bars
does depend
loaded
on the
for
day.
Wayne.
It depends on like you said, the mental part of it, the attitude and the positive attitude towards the third lift. And sometimes it'll be just a technical aspect. Wayne is going for 122.5.
And so far, we've had one successful third attempt. So we'll see if Wayne will get this third. Third attempts are really when you start to challenge yourself.
Yeah. I think there might have been some
That
up
was
and
a
down
lot
on
of
that.
effort.
Yeah.
A little bit of up
It
and
was a
down on
good
the bar.
grind,
But
Good
like,
grind,
that's
yeah.
one of those ones where you can still feel pretty proud
but
of
it was
yourself,
kind of
Wayne.
going up and down as it was going up.
130 on the bar, please, for Dan.
Dan is taking 130 for his third, 286 pounds.
Bar is loaded for Dan. Let's see it, Dan. Fight, 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 fight.
Oh, it looks like a good fight here.
Let's see what happens.
Well, I'm going to look good from here. What do the referees say?
Oh,
2 to
he
1.
did get it, 2 to 1.
Two to one. He
Yeah,
says he'll take it.
Run fast. 140 kilos on the bar, please, for Dean.
The head referee is indicating to me that his red light was due to a foot movement.
I see.
So 2-1, good lift.
One good lift. Dean's up next at 140.
Bar loaded for Dean.
Bar is loaded.
Dean is a really consistent lifter. I think every meet where I've seen his numbers, he's always in that 140 to 150 range, almost every time.
And you can see here those athletes that have the Team Canada singlets.
Yep.
That means that they've participated in some international event. I know Dean has a few.
Yep. He does have. He was at, I believe he was in the Cayman Islands for NAPF this year. North
It looks
Americans.
good. What do they say? Two I like.
Good lift for Dean.
Nice
Good
work,
for Dean.
Pretty
Third
easy
lift.
for a third attempt.
Very consistent lifter.
150.5 kilos. That's going to be a provincial record attempt, I'm assuming. Yes, provincial
back.
record attempt.
Into another
150.5
provincial record
kilos
attempt.
for Rob.
How much is Rob going up in this one?
So he was at 142.5, which was an
Oh,
unsuccessful attempt.
excuse me, this is a national record attempt. Heidi and Aaron Ziffel. Heidi Fowler and Aaron Ziffel. If you're around, can we get you in some side chairs up here for a national record
He's going to
attempt?
150.5, which is actually a national record.
We got Ziffel coming and Ryan
At this
Stin
time,
sitting on the other side.
We
We're
need
good.
to get some national refs into the chairs. There are different levels of
All right,
referees.
so this is
and
a
we need
national record
referees
attempt.
to set
Let's go, guys.
national
Come on,
records.
let's cheer for him
So
here.
he is
Bar
making
is
a
loaded
7.5
for
kilo
Rob.
jump
National
despite
record
having
attempt.
missed his last one. Oh, he's not coming
Okay,
out.
apparently he's not
I
coming
just
out.
saw the word from his
So
coach.
just
He's not
rest
coming out.
their referees and let the clock run.
So they're going to let the clock run out. And that makes sense. If you,
So,
if you
as you
don't
guys
feel
see,
you're
we have
going
to
to be
change out our
successful on your
referees. For a
third,
national record
and you want to
attempt,
save your
can
energy
set
for something
a
else later in
national
the
record
day,
at provincials
it's a
or
courtesy
competition
to other
that's
lifters
higher,
to
but
put
you
in a
must
third
have
lift,
the appropriate referees. So for
so
a
that they get
national
the
record
time they need
attempt
for their
to
lifts.
stand, you must have 3 national level referees or higher. So that's why we have to put referees in the chairs. And so even though Rob has opted to not come out for his attempt because he asked us to load a national record attempt in order to start the clock, to have it be official, we had to have our referees in the chairs. After Rob, we're going to see Jalen, Mike, Paul, and Raymond. Lifters, get changed up real quick. We're going to give you 2 minutes before you come out for your awards, okay? And there's our time. We're going to throw our lights. No lift. We're going to switch our referees back, and we're going to load the bar to 155 kilos for Jalen.
So now that the time has run out, the bar will be loaded for Jalen. Our provincial referees are back in their chairs.
Jalen's attempting 155. His first 2 moved really well.
Bar is
So,
loaded
and with
for
the
Jalen.
energy that
Let's
he
see it
came
out
off
there,
the
kiddo.
bench after his second attempt, he looks pretty calm about this. So.
He does, and he has kind of a smiley demeanor
Yes.
too.
There's certainly not any sense of tension when,
No.
when he does his lifts.
I get pretty serious. I don't know about you, but
I get super serious. I block everything out. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, not quite there.
Not quite there today.
Not quite there today. Good effort. 162.5 kilos on the bar, please, for Mike.
So we
3
are
lifters
almost
left
at the
in
end of our
classic
third round.
bench-only competition. Bars loaded for Mike.
Mike's attempting 162.5 for his third and final attempt. Is Mike an open lifter or is he a...
Yes, he is.
He's an
He's an
open
open
lifter.
lifter. Yeah.
Mike's also someone who uses a belt, as did Jalen just before him. I don't use a belt when I bench press. I know some people feel it provides some more stability when they lift.
Yeah, some people like that, and the feeling of when they take their breath in to push in against the belt, feel that pressure building.
Good fight. What do the referees say?
Oh.
Butt came up, I think.
See, and
I
that I think
Actually,
that's
I'm
an
pretty
example of
confident
where the
because I
head
think I saw
ref
it from the
doesn't
table.
see the up and down, but the
But good
side ref
effort,
saw the
bud.
up and down.
All right, 180.5 Is this a provincial
I
record
saw
attempt?
he had quite a bit of leg drive, so I don't know if there was a
This
bit
is a
of
provincial
lift off
record
the bench.
attempt, which
Okay.
means our
It
referees
could have been
can
that
stay
too.
in their chairs. 180.5
I was looking at the
kilos
bar
on
more
the
than I was
bar.
looking
Paul
at
would
his
like
entire
to
body.
Yeah.
increase his previously set
And
provincial
that's
record
the
on his
thing, is
second
there's so
attempt.
many
There's
places
so many
to be
things.
looking.
There's so many places to be watching.
This is nearing 400 pounds, as you'll see on the screen with the conversion up there. 397.9 pounds.
So this is a record because it's 180.5.
That's right.
Bar is loaded for Paul.
Literally 2 pounds shy of a 400-pound lift.
So beating his own record from the last attempt. Okay, he's fighting.
It was a good fight, what the referees
Oh.
say. 2-1 is a good lift. A little bit of downward motion called on one of those there, but side referees thought it was lateral. 185 kilos on the bar, please,
I'm
for
assuming
Raymond,
they have
our
refs on
last
maybe some up and
classic
down.
bencher.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. That's what the announcer
Considering
just said.
180
so
looks
I'm
like it should have been a
assuming
last
that's what
warm up. Let's give some cheers for 185. I suspect this is well in Raymond's wheelhouse. Bar is loaded for Raymond. Let's go.
107.9 pounds for Raymond. The last one moved so fast.
Yeah, the last one moved really well.
Oh my goodness.
Raymond, I don't even think we're at opener territory yet, buddy. Come on. What a good lift.
That was fast.
That was a good day. Good day for Raymond.
All right,
honestly.
Those three were pretty
classic
straightforward
bench
lifts.
only
That
lifters.
honestly,
Please get yourself
again,
changed
looked like
and
an
ready
opener
for
It did.
the medals.
attempt.
We're just going to change
All
out
right,
the
we are going to take
platform
just a
and
5-minute
bring
break. We will be
everyone
back
out.
with our second
So
flight in 5
everybody who
minutes.
lifted is going to come out onto the platform for